Even though Mario spends most of his time going on adventures, his life isn't just about fighting evil, because he's had several crushes and girlfriends. Do you know all the love interests the plumber has ever had? Pauline. When we talk about Mario's love life, the first person that comes to mind is a certain princess who loves pink dresses. But she wasn't the first woman to enter the life of Nintendo's most fearless plumber. In fact, Mario's first love was Pauline. The plumber knew her long before going to the Mushroom Kingdom, back when he was just a carpenter in New York City. She was the first damsel in distress that Mario had to save, having appeared for the first time in Donkey Kong in 1981, which was also the game where Mario himself first appeared. Since that time, the two were treated as potential romantic partners. Super Mario Odyssey, released in 2017, confirmed that Mario and Pauline were indeed a couple in the past, but they broke up for unknown reasons. Fortunately, the two are still friends. Starting with Super Mario Odyssey, Pauline is the mayor of New Donk City. In the Illumination Mario movie universe, however, Pauline is the mayor of New York City, and apparently, she and Mario were never romantically involved. In fact, it seems like the two never even met in person. This is just the beginning, because today, you're going to discover all of Mario's romances and girlfriends. Stay tuned, because another awesome Cinewave is already on. Peach. Everyone knows that in a list like this, Princess Peach couldn't be left out. She is, without a doubt, Mario's main love interest across the entire franchise, and that's never going to change. It's very clear that the two have feelings for each other since the games, with Mario almost always getting shy when Peach kisses him on the cheek. Meanwhile, the princess keeps inviting Mario to special events and constantly thinks about him. Even so, they've never officially become a couple in the games. The plumber even proposed to her in Super Mario Odyssey. Sure, she rejected the proposal, but that was much more because Mario and Bowser were competing over her. That's far from meaning Peach would reject him if Mario made a better proposal in the future. Meanwhile, the movies make it even clearer that a romance between the two is developing, with them sharing several cute and romantic scenes. In the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Luigi realizes that Mario is in love with Peach, which is pretty obvious, and tries to convince him to ask her out. This love isn't one-sided, since Peach was clearly disappointed when he didn't want to hug her. It's worth remembering that she didn't try to hug anyone else besides Mario in that scene. One thing is undeniable. That's pretty suspicious behavior from the princess. And that's not even mentioning the kiss Peach gave Mario on the cheek at the end of the movie. It didn't seem like just a thank you kiss like in the games, something Peach doesn't do in the movies, but something much more meaningful, suggesting they could officially become a couple in the next film. Dianiela. Few people know this, but Mario once had a girlfriend named Dianiela. The reason almost no one remembers is that this didn't happen in the game universe, but in the live-action Super Mario Bros. Movie released in 1993. This adaptation has a pretty bad reputation for not being very faithful to the games. One of its many changes is that Mario is dating a woman named Dianiela. She also lives in New York City and is already in a relationship with the plumber from the beginning of the movie, but she ends up being kidnapped by the Koopas, which makes Mario's mission become rescuing her. Just like Mario's other love interests in the games, Dianiela also plays the role of a damsel in distress. If you think about it, she resembles Pauline quite a bit, since she also lives in New York City and isn't a princess. The movie could have called her Pauline and no one would have complained. But either way, Dianiela is a different character. Will she ever be adapted into the games or even into the Illumination movies? She could be yet another ex-girlfriend Mario had before becoming the hero of the Mushroom Kingdom. Daisy. Everyone is excited to see Daisy in the third Illumination Super Mario movie ever since she appeared in the post-credit scene of Super Mario Galaxy. But did you know that, in the beginning, Princess Daisy was a love interest for the franchise's main character? She was introduced as a damsel in distress in Super Mario Land, and little hearts would appear above Mario and Daisy when he rescued her, suggesting that they liked each other at the time. Daisy was like a rival to Peach, competing for Mario's love. However, that changed over time. Daisy disappeared for a while until she returned in Mario Tennis, where she started becoming Luigi's love interest, an idea that has been explored more and more over the years. Nowadays, almost no one remembers the romance between her and Mario. After all, the Luigi and Daisy couple has become much more popular, and let's be honest, they fit each other way better. In the games, their situation is the same as Mario and Peach. It's obvious that they love each other, but they're still not officially dating. Even the 1993 movie may not be that great, but at least Luigi and Daisy are officially a couple there. Since the movies are much bolder in showing the romance romance between Super Mario characters evolving, it's very likely that in the next animated Super Mario movie, Daisy and Luigi will fall in love with each other as well. So, which do you think is the best Super Mario couple? Mario and Luigi and Daisy? Mario and Pauline? Another couple? Comment below with hashtag couple and tell us your opinion. Eclair. Believe it or not, Luigi had another love interest in the games, more specifically in the spin-off Paper Mario, The Thousand-Year Door. In this game, there's a collection of books called Super Luigi, which tells the story of an adventure Mario's brother had in the Waffle Kingdom, where he had to save a princess named Eclair. It turns out that Luigi fell in love with Princess Eclair, but discovered something that left him disappointed. Eclair was already taken, as she was engaged to the Chestnut King, which led Luigi to give up on winning her heart. Finding that out even makes you feel bad for Luigi, right? He didn't deserve to go through that kind of heartbreak, and it must have left him very sad. Luckily, Luigi has many more chances with Princess Daisy. It's interesting that even Mario and Luigi have gone through disappointments in their love lives, one with Pauline and the other with Eclair. Even heroes go through this kind of thing. Rosalina. One of the most important characters in the story of Super Mario Galaxy, both in the games and in the movie, is Princess Rosalina. But unlike the other princesses we've mentioned so far, she isn't a love interest for any character, either in the games or in the movie. In the game, she has a friendly relationship with Mario and doesn't have romantic moments like Peach. In the movie, she barely had many interactions with the plumbers, since her story is more connected to Princess Peach's, as they are sisters in that universe. However, that doesn't stop fans from making ships that pair Rosalina with different characters. One of the most popular ships is Rosalina with Luigi, mainly because both of them are more quiet and polite. So, what do you think would be better, seeing Luigi date Daisy or Rosalina? Toadette. Other characters in the Super Mario franchise have their own romantic interests, and believe it or not, one of them is Toad. In his case, his love interest is Toadette, a pink female toad. The two are seen together in many games, sometimes even holding hands or going on picnics. Of course, nothing stops them from just being close friends, but the idea that Toad and Toadette are dating, or at least have feelings for each other, isn't far-fetched at all. Toadette hasn't really appeared in the Super Mario movies yet, at most as an Easter egg, but we think it's only a matter of time before she shows up. You can already imagine Toadette appearing in Super Mario 3 movie and getting some spotlight. Birdo. It's already kind of funny to think that even Toad might be in a relationship, but what if we told you that even Yoshi has a love interest? That's right, even dinosaurs fall in love, and in his case, his partner is Birdo, a pink dinosaur with a large mouth that allows her to shoot eggs. She even appeared in the Super Mario Galaxy movie as a minor villain and fought against Peach, but she still hasn't met Yoshi, something that might happen in the next movie. In the games, the two are portrayed as a couple starting in Mario Kart Double Dash. In the Super Mario Kun manga, Birdo is deeply in love with Yoshi, and he eventually falls in love with her too. No one can deny that this is really cute, and it would be amazing to see these two become a couple in the movies. Birdo is currently a criminal in that universe, but who knows? Maybe love could change her. The subscribe button is flashing just for you. Click it and hit the bell right now. Bowser Jr.'s mother. Bowser himself had a romance, but the difference is that we've never actually seen his former girlfriend. In this case, we're talking about Bowser Jr.'s mother. She has never appeared anywhere in the franchise, to the point that there are theories suggesting Bowser Jr. was created through magic or something like that. But it's very possible that he actually did have a mother. The sad part is that Bowser Jr.'s mother may have passed away, since he never had the chance to meet her. In Super Mario Sunshine, Bowser even lied to his son, saying that Princess Peach is his mother, but the little guy figured out on his own that it wasn't true. This suggests that Bowser doesn't want to talk about his son's real mother, and it's very likely because she's no longer with us. Another possibility is that she abandoned the King of the Koopas along with their child. Either way, Bowser did have a girlfriend, or even a wife in the past, and losing her was so painful that he never wanted to talk about it again. Haru Oji. This is another case of an unknown character original to a production that isn't a game. Haru Oji appeared in Super Mario Bros. The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach, an animated film released in 1986, just 1 year after the release of the Super Mario Bros. Game. This story follows Mario and Luigi traveling to the Mushroom Kingdom and setting out on a mission to rescue Princess Peach, whom Mario is in love with. The disappointment comes at the end, when he discovers that Peach already has a fiancé named Haru Oji. So yes, he is Princess Peach's romantic partner in this film, and the story ends in a disappointing way for the plumber. Good thing this Haru Oji only exists in this animation, right? The fun continues with just one click. There are 2 videos on the screen waiting for you. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.